Practice, man, practice.
That's what you got to do. Practice.
I actually started out professionally in 1952. Called myself playing professionally, you know. I cut my first 45 in 1958.
But in '58 was a good year for me. I mean, what more can I say? I like my 308 spinning reel. I still got my flying V. A lot of memories, style of guitar playing and everything I got into then with a lot of the twang bar and all that, you know, all came in that right around '58.
I had a manager by the name of Charlie Daniels at the time. He's a fiddle player. Me and Charlie's good friends. And the guitar player with the Stones had just died. And he just asked me, like, you know, if I'd be interested in taking his place, you know. I didn't want to be casualty number 2.
I was working at a club called the Ponderosa in Houston, Texas. This was like in 1967. The last part of, well, actually it was 68, the first part of 68. And Can Heat and them played at a place called the Music Hall. And they were looking for me, so Light and Hopkins told them where I was playing at. So they come by and talk to me, and when they asked me about coming to California. I said, yeah, I would. So I came out in 1968. The first job I played was Fillmore West.
We played one time, I remember, at the Fillmore. The first time I ever played at Fillmore East. And I was breaking in a new drummer and a whole new band. And we didn't have any rehearsal. And we was opening up for Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And Bob Dylan and the band, a whole bunch of people were there to see us, you know. And, so here we go on cold. And no rehearsal, nothing, you know, and that's the way it was, you know. All right, G, 3 chords, you know, okay. C, three more chords, yeah. Or maybe 4 chords in this one, you know, I mean, and everybody would know. So we just played long songs and screamed and hollered a lot and jammed a bunch. But basically, that's what this kind of music is simplicity. If you got to think about it, you know, you're doing it wrong.
I always played around like locally, you know, and so I didn't let it go completely. I just couldn't travel, and you know, I didn't have much time to create the things that I wanted to do. I didn't have, you know, with kids crying around the house and wanting to play guitars next year, it's hard to practice, you know.
I get just as much from the artists that I give them to them, you know. Sometimes they give me more, you know, than I feel like that I give them. You know? But I play with my heart and soul. I mean, I play from the soul. I love to play.
Things change a little bit, but the roots of it seem to still hold in, you know, when you stay with one thing long enough. They always say if you stay with it long enough, it'll work, you know. And I think I've stayed with this one for a long time.
It comes to, like, people ask me, like, what would the ultimate guitar playing to me? The ultimate thing to me would be like when I can have it like a religious experience where, you know, like it used to be in church, you know, where I can listen to it back and get goosebumps and, you know, feel like there's a spiritual presence there, you know, then I know I've done the right thing.
I left the country, was a warm summer day.
The wonderful thing about the Carnegie Hall concert is that it brings together the spectrum of blues and blues rock music.
What we've done is get together with those artists, find that they're still making really killer music. In fact, probably some of the most passionate, mature music in rock and roll that's available, and put them out in front of the public again.
So basically what I did was I took Roy Buchanan and I took him out of retirement and I put him back in the music business.
My associate Jim had the idea for doing this this guitar concert, which was quite exciting. It was pairing Roy Buchanan with Lonnie Mack and Albert Collins.
it wouldn't be as strong a show if it were Lonnie Mack and Roy Buchanan and Greg Allman or Johnny Winter. It wouldn't be as strong a show if it were Albert Collins and Coco Taylor and Lonnie Brooks. It would be wonderful music, but it wouldn't express the way this tradition has grown and what this music has come to mean to an American public who still want direct, emotional roots music.
Further on down the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on down the road, baby, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on down the road, baby, you just wait and see.
No, I was just saying, you know, we've been traveling all over, man, all these years on the road and missing each other, and this is the first time we ever got to sit down and play together, you know. And well, I've seen him down there before, but me and Roy, we've been
Almost
forever
meeting
missing, you know?
at least half a dozen times and just never got around to it until
Every time we go in,
I always
like,
wanted to meet you. I really love
well,
you.
same here, buddy.
You know, a lot of places, you know, go and play it. Y'all coming or just left?
Oh, I've loved both of them forever, man. I've been listening to all their stuff, and Bruce finally gave me all of Albert's records. I got all of them, and when I was getting ready to cut the album for Alligator, you know, I sat at home and listened to all Albert's stuff, you know, getting my chops back up on blues and listening to it, you know. That's what drove the old lady crazy, man, sitting there. She said, man, I'm tired of listening to that. I said, well, I'm gonna listen to more, you know. and Roy, man, you know, I've known him forever, but I never met him, like I say, and just been following him around and loving his music, man. I like especially the old stuff, man, back all the old stuff he used to do, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to stay out there forever, and you got to love what you're doing, you know. Because if you don't, it'll kill you. It'll still kill you. Just play forever. And, well, you know, I've been playing all my life, and like I always say, I'm a lifer. And I know both these guys are too, you know. And we all been playing forever, and it's like, it's all you do. I mean, you know, I took a couple jobs and tried doing some straight jobs for a while, and it bored me to death. So I get to the point, you know, where I ain't happy at home, and then I get out on the road, I stay out too long, I ain't happy out there, I want to go home. You know, but, that's it. You got to keep doing it.
When working with these guys, I think they're two of the greatest blues musicians that's ever lived, and it's really an honor, you know. And I think, you know, this Carnegie Hall gig is going to be like history.
All right. Hey. Well, I've been working a long time to try to get myself popular enough, with enough records out to play Carnegie Hall.
Nashville's great. It's really an experience for me. I never thought I'd play a place like Carnegie Hall. I felt like going out and kissing the floor. You know, I think that Caruso was actually here. Give him hell. Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate this. It's the highlight of my life, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much. Got my wife a charge card just the other day. I owe $500 just for yesterday. I said, honey, here's a present. Go out and shop around. Get you a couple of dresses. Browse around downtown. She did just what I told her. For 1, 2, 3. Came home looking silly, making Google eyes at me. Master Tom, Bragg America. Master Tom, Bragg America. Master Tom, Bragg America. I said, you get your dresses? Yes, 1 or 2. I needed me some shoes. I needed some jewelry too. $200 dresses. I got a maid I can't sew. It made me so mad. Could have called her so and so. Master Tom, Bragg America. Master Tom, Bragg America. Master Tom, Bragg America. Oh, let's show it now, let's show it. $200 dresses, I paid 1.5. I was so mad, I just had to laugh. I could see in my mind on a horse like Harveyville. I hate to check my mailbox, cause these bills keep coming here. Master John, I Bank America. Master John, Bank America. Master John, Bank America. Let's talk. Don't get too much on the bill, dear. No, I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money. Yes, I know, but that $500 I owe already. That 28% is killing me, baby. I don't make $200 a week. Yes, I know, darling. I beg your pardon. I ain't buying my mother-in-law nothing. I'm sorry, darling, that slipped. I love my mother-in-law, but sorry about that, dear. Charge it. Take your time. Come over here, let me talk to you for a minute, baby.
I first met Albert was in Lubbock at Fat Dogs. I'd gone out with a friend of mine, Stubbs, from a barbecue place, and we went out to listen to Albert, and made cold chills run up my spine. I'd heard his records a lot, but there's something about feeling the dust coming off an amplifier that changes it all up.
So when I heard Albert Collins, I said, this is even more unbelievable. That tone, you know, there's something about that tone that just kills you. It's like I like to think of it as like a Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Somebody hitting a home run and that bat cracking. When Albert hits the strings, that's what it reminds me of. I've broken a lot of fingernails trying to play like Albert Collins.
was trouble. I swear I'll be a millionaire. I said if money was trouble, baby, I'd swear I'd be a millionaire. If dollar bills worry, I'd buy the whole world and have money to spare. Worry, 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 babe. I've had worries all my life, yeah. I said worry, 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 woman. You never had worries all my life, yeah. You know times have been hard, baby. I swear, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. She said, son, it's gonna be days like this. My mother used to tell me. She said, son, it's gonna be days like this. She said, I always want you to be a winner. She said, son, I don't want you to quit.
First time I saw the Iceman was in Palo Alto, a little club down there when we used to live out in the Bay Area. And he plays that, if I'm not mistaken, Albert tunes his guitar a little different than everybody tunes the G string and down the third. And I just remember trying to figure out what the hell he was doing, man.
I can't wait to get on the same stage with him.
Yeah, it's an honor for me to play with him. I would love to, if I don't do it.
You're really putting the pressure on us, man. We're working musicians, and we can't talk.
be smoking? Where Bruce at? You be smoking or what?
You get back here in a minute.
I've been too far up, too far down.
Let's roll.
That's good.
Rolling?
All right. Oh, you're going on first. What the hell am I so excited about?
Just beginning here. Everybody feel all right out there tonight? Hi, John. Y'all like Oreo cookies? It's a pleasure to be here at Carnegie Hall, I'll tell you. It's been a long time coming. This is for all my friends from Indiana over there, this ocean. This is one that I did with Stevie Ray Vaughan, and he couldn't be here tonight, so I'm going to do it by myself. A little bit of this in the monitor, if you would. Thank you. Go something like this. Chocolate on my fingers, icing on my lips, sugar, diabetes, and blubber on my hips. I keep the nightlight burning in the kitchen, baby, so I can go downstairs and cruise. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. I hide them in the cabinet, I keep them in a jar. And for emergencies, you know I keep them in the glove compartment of my car, and I can't live without them. They get me high and I can get on booze. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. Let me see if I can play it with that. Doctor says I'm crazy, you better give them up and quick, or you'll be pushing up daisies, because, boy, you definitely sick. But I couldn't quit if I wanted to. No, I don't want to lose. Them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie, built by the Bisco, ain't no rookie, no. Next best thing to Nookie Blue. Thank you.
It was in 1969, and I went into my first recording studio in Mount Healthy, Ohio. And on the wall, it was a fellow named Rusty York. This is Texas. A fellow named Rusty York had a studio, and I was very nervous, to say the least, and went in, and this was the home of Lonnie Mack, my guitar idol. And we walked in the studio. It was a little 2-track studio back then, and recorded this stuff. I was 18 years old, and my hands were shaking the whole time, because when I had picked up the guitar at the age of 9 years old, the first thing I learned was Memphis. You know, Lonnie Mack's Memphis, and I just always thought he was the greatest. He still is the greatest.
Sitting round, making rhymes,
while thinking about the good old times. Guess I'm due for something new. I think I'll fall back in love with you. Looking up, feeling down, hanging around this same old town, doing things like I used to do, like falling back in love with you. 'Cause you got the power to make me do anything you want me to. Power over me when I'm falling back in love with you. I'll stay and play with that. It might be wrong, you know, but the feeling's right. And tomorrow we might even have a fight. But tonight, what I'm gonna do, I think I'll fall back in love with you. 'Cause you got the power to make me do anything you want me to. Power over me when I'm falling down in love with you. Brady it on down. Squeezing tight, kissing slow. Ray Charles on the stereo, holding on but letting go of falling back in love with you. 'Cause you got the power to make me do anything you want me to. Power over me when I'm falling back in love with you. Yeah, I'm falling back in love with you. What you say, falling. Falling back in love with you. Thank you, thank you.
Jimmy, Jimmy, let me say 2 words to you.
Okay.
Lonnie Mack.
Lonnie Mack.
Down, 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 down.
Lonnie's important because he was one of the he was one of the main people that started a lot of musicians like myself and other people playing music. I heard Lonnie when I was 14 years old at a club in Newport, Kentucky, and looking up, watching him sing Further On Down the Road and songs like that, that's when I realized that's what I wanted to do. I started playing right after that.
I used to have a girlfriend in like 1968, 69. She used to work at Elektra. And she used to get me all these Lonnie Mack records. And I was nuts for the guy because I mean, I don't know why. Maybe if I had 1 million records, I would think differently, but I don't know. I had 4 records. They were all Lonnie Macks, and I loved them.
These guys are not like household words, like Duran Duran, etc. I said, well, I'm from Southern Ohio. And if you're from Southern Ohio, Lonnie Mack was a legend. He was a legend. He was the best there was in those days, and that's how I grew up. If you listen to the solo and Hang On Sloopy, you'll hear that it sounds an awful lot like Lonnie Mack, probably. That's why I'm here, to hear Lonnie.
Lonnie Mack is one of the people who plays it simply right.
God, I was getting so tired of. I mean, God bless the Beach Boys, but when you're a blues guitar player, you know, I was really getting tired of Little Deuce Coupe and all the beach songs, and Louie Louie, which are great songs, but you know, I'm talking about guitar playing and stuff. And here came Lonnie Mack. Right, I was playing in Indiana too with a group called the Jokers at the time, and here come Lonnie Mack right down the middle of it all. God, what a breath of fresh air that was for me.
Wish you could see me, and one time just love me like I love you. You take what you need, and I take whatever you want me to. I'm just your fool, but I love you, and if I'm a fool, then that's what I'll be. You got to stop hurting me, babe. So many nights I tried to tell you, you're pulling me down, baby, and making me cry. You're driving me crazy. You got to stop hurting me, babe. You got to stop. Oh, you got to stop, baby. You got to stop hurting me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So many days I tried to leave. I packed up my clothes, crazy place to go without you, babe. You got to stop hurting me, babe. You got to stop. You gotta stop, baby. You got to stop hurting me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lord, you gotta stop, baby. Well, you gotta stop, baby. Well, you gotta stop, baby. Yeah, you gotta stop, baby. Thank you. All right, thank you very much.
You was cooking, brother. Well, my fingers get stuck on that one I got in there. I couldn't get out of it. I thought that was a new lick. I looked at my fingers and they're just doing this, and I was, I can't quit first. Okay. Judy, come on, Judy.
Stand by.
We are still re-racking.
We were playing Asleep at the Wheel was just formed, and we were playing in Washington, D.C. And a friend of mine said, you got to go out and see this guy in Bladensburg, Maryland, at the Crossroads Bar. And his name's Roy Buchanan, and he just plays. And a guy named Danny Denver had the band. And we went down, and Roy was playing guitar there, and he was playing with his amp turned around so nobody could see the dials, you know. And he was just playing his ass off. And after we were living in West Virginia back then, and the guys from, let's see, that was Savoy Brown, they were big English bands. Everybody had heard about Roy Buchanan, and they went down. And the night I was there, I remember Savoy Brown was there. The Rolling Stones had been there the week before, and I went in as a kid, and I went backstage, and I sat down with Roy, and he showed me some licks, you know, man. I was just amazed, and I had long hair and everything. And I said, yeah, I got a country band up in West Virginia. And he said, oh, you mean they're letting hippies play country music now? I said, yeah. Anyway, he was the rage. Every guitar player in D.C. would go down there and just, you know, stare at him and dig his stuff. Shut up, dog.
not, for me, it was never just hip, hip, hooray, let's go on the road. It was a very lonely place to be, too. And so I was forced a lot of nights, as opposed to spending it with somebody I would enjoy being with, I'd spend it with my guitar. And it teaches you something, that desperation, you know. You don't play casually. You're not sitting around casually playing. You're playing. You're, you know. When I first started learning to play the guitar seriously, it wasn't casual at all. It was violent, blind ambition, you know. I just, you know, I felt very aggressive about it, and I didn't pick it up a little here, a little there. I was put in a circumstance, too, because I was very young, of going between being, you know, someone who had a little knack for it, to being able to hold my own amongst some giants at the time, and Roy Buchanan being one of them. Anyway, Roy came, and it was maybe another time Ronnie was thinking of this again. Maybe he was thinking of firing me. I don't know, I can't remember right now. But anyway, Roy came around, and I think this was like the second time that I'd ever met him. I didn't really hardly know him, and I saw him just play a little bit. But he came, and we were playing, and he was sitting in. And this guy was like a gunslinger coming up into the town, right? So he got up and plugged in, and he looks at me like, you know. And so I thought, okay, you want to dance? Let's dance. And I was just at the stage where I was starting to get pretty good, you know. I was still very young, you know, maybe 17 years old, I think, by then. And he did this thing, like, we started to play, and we were going to, like, swap solos, and he did this thing where it was like he was tuning the guitar while playing. And it was like Bruce Lee swinging around one of these things before he fights you. You know, it's like by then you're like horrified already from this man is just done before your eyes. So he did like all of these tricks, you know, weird sounds and bending things down and bending the neck and everything and playing with volume controls. And it was a very frightening experience for me. But he was a great guitar player from the beginning. I mean, it was like, I don't know if he's any better now. I think he was as good when he was born as he is now.
Get the strangest kind of feeling. Yeah, when the guitar plays the blues. You know, you get the strangest little feeling. Yeah, when the guitar plays the blues. Your body gets a message. You and your soul is got a groove. You know, you might even bat your eye. Yeah, you might even snatch a cry. You know that feeling you're feeling in you? Well, you know you just can't hide. You kind of better like this. kind of squeak like that. You get the strangest kind of feeling. Yeah, when the guitar plays the blues. You know your body gets a message. Yeah, your soul is out of your life. Watch it, baby. And when the music's over, it's time to turn out the lights. You know the blues gonna go home with you. Yeah, and it soothes you through the night. You get the strangest kind of feeling. Yeah, when the guitar plays the blues. You know your body's gonna get the message. Yeah, and it's gonna put you right back in that groove. Sing it, man. Thank you very much.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, on the same stage, would you welcome, please, Albert Collins, Lonnie Mack, and Roy Buchanan.
Further on down the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. like you hurt me. Further on down the road, baby. Baby, you just wait and see. You got to reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. You got to reap just what you sow, honey. That old saying is true. Like you've mistreated someone pretty bad, someone's gonna mistreat you. Yeah, your life is pretty bad. Someday you're gonna be crying. Yeah, your life is pretty bad. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on down the road, you find out I wouldn't lie. Pretty babe, someday you're gonna be crying. Yeah, your life ain't pretty babe, someday you're gonna be crying. Further on down the road, you find out I wouldn't lie. life a pretty babe. Someday you're gonna be crying.